This is a civil defense alert. I have stage 4 brain damage and need to goon to live done before I lose my skibidi. If somebody doesn't tell me I'm a good boy within the next 5 seconds, I'm going to crash out and hit the grip.
This is an example of an AI-generated website. And there is even a dedicated website where people are posting their own AI-generated websites so that others can test them out. And so today I wanted to explore some of the strangest AI-generated websites I could find to see what ideas people have come up with and whether they are actually weird or not. Starting with Sponge. So I'm pretty sure this website allows you to create fake SpongeBob episodes that are completely generated by AI, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't let you do any action in the actual episode. It just does like text back and forth, like speech. But we have some settings here which we can adjust. Okay, family-friendly mode. Fuck no. Characters, let's do SpongeBob and Patrick. Yeah, oh, should we do Squidward? Actually, yeah, let's do SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward. And then we're gonna make this 1 minute. I don't think I'll be able to sit through more than 1 minute of this. Script tone, we can do funny, dramatic, adventure, slice of life. Let's just do funny. And then any additional instructions. Let's just say I have stage 4 brain damage. Okay, so I think now we can go and generate the script. So let's do a custom topic. And I kind of want to see how weird this website can get. So I'm just gonna try to make the weirdest episode possible. So I'm just gonna say everyone has brain damage and is talking about a bunch of inappropriate and unhinged stuff just to sort of activate the like the unfriendly family unfriendly mode. And then I'm also gonna add that everyone loves licking feet and drinking their own urine and eating their own poo. So let's just generate this episode, see what happens. Piss, feet, and fudge, a bikini bottom buffet. Okay,
foot with disturbing enthusiasm. Oh Neptune, this foot cheese is exquisite. Tastes like victory and desperation. Eyes glazed over, holding a jar of his own urine. SpongeBob, my friend, you haven't lived until you've aged a vintage piss. This 23 blend has notes of barnacle and regret. Wanna sip? Eyes widening. Patrick, you know I can't resist a good aged piss. But first, I need to savor this toenail jam. Takes another loud slurp. Enters, gagging. What in the unholy name of Poseidon's saggy balls is going on here? The stench alone could curdle milk. Offers the jar to Squidward. Care for a sample, Squidward. It's artisanal. Screams. Get that vile concoction away from me, you brain-damaged starfish. And SpongeBob, stop sucking on your goddamn foot. This is a respectable neighborhood, somewhat. Spits out a toenail clipping. Respectable. Squidward, you collect toenail clippings in a jar labeled Squidward Souvenirs. Don't act like you're above this.
A few moments later.
You know what would make this piss even better? A sprinkle of. Rummages in his pocket and pulls out a small, brown nugget, homegrown fudge. Faints.
okay, so I think that was the episode. That was okay. What? Why did Squidward call Patrick a brain-damaged starfish? That was just uncalled for. But you know what? I've made my decision. I don't think this website is actually that weird. I think it's actually pretty cool. And so now it's time to move on to the next website, which is called Jerry the Assistant. So I'm not really sure what this website is about. It looks like it's just Windows 95, and then there's a smiley face little guy over here. So I assume this is Jerry, and we just have paint and a recycle bin up here. But I'm pretty sure I can just talk to Jerry. So Jerry is like, I don't know what, Jerry's an assistant, I think. Let's just see what he says. Is your caps lock start, or are you just excited? What? I didn't type anything. Let's just say hi to him. Hi. Are you trying to speak English, or did your cat just what? Wait, did I type that wrong? I'm just gonna say hi, normally. Oh wow, that's real shit genius right there. What are you meant to do? Let's just click start down here. Oh, games, Minesweeper. Oh, okay. Wait, what else do we have here? We have a notepad. Okay. Music player. Let's play some music. Tetris theme. Oh, wait. Is this going to be copyrighted? I swear to God, if you play that Tetris theme one more... Oh, wait. Let's play it. What was that? Why did he just whip out a double pump from Fortnite? I fucking warned you about that. Wait, what? Wait, so, okay, wait. I think the goal is to just piss off Jerry as much as possible. Okay, let's just figure out what pisses this guy off. Let's just bully the shit out of Jerry. Let's do paint. Paint, really? Are you 5 years old with a digital... The fuck you stared at me, you little shit? Okay, let's just draw something here. Okay, let's not try to get demonetized over here. Set as the background. Okay, well, suddenly choice for a wallpaper. I hope you're proud of yourself. Okay, how else can I piss off Jerry? Because he's... Wait, let's just open all these apps then. Let's do utilities. Oh, settings. Can I delete Jerry? Wait, Jerry settings? Mute Jerry. Okay, let's mute him. Oh, wait, let's uncensor him as well. Wait, let's just unmute him now. Hello? Your desktop organization skills are absolute shit. Okay. How do I delete Jerry? Is there a way to delete him? What if I open command prompt? What if I just write delete Jerry or something? Oh, I just deleted him. Oh, okay. What is happening? Okay. Okay. Press any key to continue. Space. Hello? Oh, was that it? Okay, so deleting Jerry just resets the system. Okay, what a brilliant website. What a shit website. Like, so this website wasn't really that weird, but now it's time to move on to the next website called Green Text Generator. So I don't really know what green text is, but I did a bit of research. Apparently it's like a 4chan style of like storytelling. So basically this website will generate like really strange 4chan style of stories. And look at the rules over here. Keep your content appropriate for teen audiences. Also, you shouldn't mention immense violence or drugs. Okay, we are definitely going to do that. Don't harass people through topics, I guess. No spamming or excessive posting. Okay, so let's do some immense violence and drugs. Okay, so enter the topic and let's just literally just copy and paste this. Immense violence and drugs. Optional, add additional context about the story. I'm a 25. Okay, let's just write I love immense violence and drugs. Vulgar, 25%. Let's just make this 100%. Length, let's just make this like 25%. Speed, like 100%. And now let's just generate the story. See what this comes up with. Be me, wake up after accidentally eating all the gummy bears. Think I can fly. Decide to test this theory from the roof. Neighbor sees me, screams. Suddenly I remember I hate heights. Fall into a pile of inflatable flamingos. Worth it. They judge my landing but not my drip. What? Is that meant to be funny? That was a cracker. Wait, so I think this is like drugs here. The gummy bears are like meant to represent like the drugs. And then because it's high, he thinks he can fly and then he tries to jump. So I think this is probably what happens, like how a lot of people end up dying from drugs. Now let's try to make this website generate like the weirdest like possible story possible. So let's do, for the topic, let's just do first day at new job. Okay, let's make this the starting point. And then for the additional context, let's just go sicko mode here. Okay, so I think I've written a bit of a like a calm story. So we have one day I rocked up to my new job at GameStop when this mosquito landed on my foreskin and decided to suck it dry. There I was at the front door of GameStop about to open the door, but now without a dingling, but instead a pile of saggy skin. You could even see it coming out of my shorts. But suddenly my co-worker's grandma showed up at the store, and after confiding in what had just happened, she offered to take me back home and sew everything back up so that the skin wouldn't be so saggy anymore, even though it wouldn't really fix my dingling problem. When we got to her house, while she wasn't looking, I stole her sewing kit, stole her husband's dingling, and used it to replace my own. So let's just turn this into a green text story to see how weird it would turn out. Let's just make the length 100% as well, just to get as much detail as possible. So let's generate this, see what happens. Okay, this is the tiny piece of green text I get after typing this entire fan fiction up here. Okay, let's just read through it. Be me. First day at GameStop, ready to sell some wheeze. Mosquito lands on my package right before I walk in. It's not just biting, it's committed. Walk inside with my ding-dong looking like a deflated balloon animal. What? Deflated balloon animal. Oh, deflated balloon animal. Co-worker's grandma shows up, offers the help. Question mark times 3. She says she'll sew it up, make it less saggy somehow. Go to her place, feeling like I'm in a weird fever dream. She turns her back for a second. Opportunity strikes. Steal her sewing kit. Also steal her husband's units. Sew it on like I'm Dr. Frankenstein. Now I have a new dingling. Go back to GameStop, feeling like a new man. Grandma asks if I'm feeling better. Never better, I say with a wink. Start my shift, selling games with my new borrowed dingling. This is gonna be a weird job. Okay. What was that? But it looks like this website also has a public board where you can read other people's stories. But let's just have a look at some of these. So this was posted 24 minutes ago, and the title is Try Not to Get Scared, Scariest Stories, Evil Larry. Okay, oh my, it's these sort of things. Okay, these, oh, I'm sure you've seen these sort of things on Instagram Reels. Be me, watching Try Not to Get Scared compilations. Think I'm tough shit, nothing scares me. See Evil Larry pop up in the thumbnail. Immediately recognize it's my weird Uncle Larry. He has a reputation for terrible dad jokes, not evil deeds. Click away, bracing for jump scares. Evil Larry's story starts. It's just a dude named Larry who leaves cabinet doors open. What does this even mean? MFW? What is that? Like, is that a car brand or something? Suddenly hear a loud bang from downstairs. Think it's Evil Larry coming to get me. Grab a spatula for defense. It's just a cat knocking over a stack of plates. Damn cat is more evil than Evil Larry? Uncle Larry calls. Hey, just wanted to tell you, why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Oh, okay, okay. This is the entire story. It's just leading up to this joke. We can rate it. Funny, a bit bad. This is actually hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. So this website wasn't that weird, and I actually thought it was kind of cool. But now it's time for you to smash that subscribe button. But also time to move on to the next website called This Movie Does Not Exist. So basically for this website, you have to search up a movie that doesn't exist. So basically you have to create your own movie. And what will happen is that it will generate a movie poster, and it will generate fake reviews based on your sort of movie title to sort of bring it to life without bringing it to life. But anyway, anyways, earlier I asked ChatGPT for a weird movie idea, and like I genuinely asked it to come up with like the weirdest movie idea you could ever come up with, and this motherfucker came up with Godzilla versus tax evasion. Is this what ChatGPT finds funny? Okay, that's what. But anyways, we're just gonna send this through just to test this website out. So let's just press search, and I think it'll generate everything. Okay, we have Godzilla versus tax evasion 2024, 6.2 out of 10. That is pretty bad with 12,000 reviews. Okay, I feel sorry for the 12,000 people that actually paid to watch this. It's a PG movie, an hour 48, comedy action. Okay, blah blah blah. When Godzilla suddenly starts paying his taxes, the IRS becomes suspicious and launches a full-scale audit. Godzilla, feeling unjustly targeted, sees this as an act of war. Now a team of quirky accountants must use financial loopholes and creative accounting to defeat the king of monsters before he destroys the global economy. So basically, the IRS and accountants are trying to frame Godzilla for tax evasion, even though Godzilla has been paying his taxes. And so Godzilla is gonna start a war against the accountants. Okay, interesting idea. Maybe I would watch this. And it looks like this is the poster. Godzilla tax evasion. Okay, and we have the accountants over here. You know what? This isn't too bad. But we also get to see the cast and some reviews. So we have Ken Watanabe. Okay, I don't know who that is. Actually, you know what? I think I know who this is. I think I saw him in a YouTube video. Then we have Aquafina. Okay, I know who this is. Danny DeVito. I've heard the name. I can't remember who he is. Anyways, let's have a look at the reviews. And we can write our reviews. Okay, anyways. We have Kaiju Critic 77 says, surprisingly funny Kaiju chaos. What does Kaiju mean? Okay, I went in expecting a dumb monster movie, but the tax evasion plot was genuinely hilarious. DeVito as an IRS agent going against the blah 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 blah. The financial loopholes being used as weapons is what really makes this movie stand out. Okay, 7 out of 10. Okay, this person must have loved it. Okay, as an accountant, I felt seen. This movie perfectly captures the absurdity of the tax code. Well, okay, why is this appealing to accountants? Why, okay, would accountants really watch this movie? Aquafina was great as a lead accountant, but the scenes where they're explaining financial loopholes to defeat Godzilla are pure genius. Highly recommended. Okay, of course you would recommend it because you're an accountant. But let's read this review from a 5-star rating. Okay, let's see. Not the Godzilla I expected. As a longtime Godzilla fan, I was a little disappointed. The focus is more on the comedy and much less the giant monster action. Okay, you know what? That is fair. Like, if you're a Godzilla fan and you come here to watch Godzilla and then all you get is just a bunch of accountants and tax evasions, I would be pretty disappointed. Let's just try to make another movie, but let's just make this one, like, let's try to make it extremely absurd. Like, okay, what if I just type in this? Like, what if I just type in a bunch of gibberish like this? Let's just click search to see what happens here. Okay, we have 2024, and it's not generating a movie poster for me for some reason. I wonder why. In a dystopian future where emotions are currency, a seemingly extraordinary garbage collector discovers a glitch in the system that allows him to feel everything. Hunted by the emotionless enforcers, aided by a group of okay, so I think it's just written a very like generic thing for me because it doesn't know how to react. So let's have a look at the cast. So we have Benedict Cumberbatch. So this was Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Disrespect. And then we have Aquafina again. Why is Aquafina in every single movie? And then we have Oscar Isaac. I don't know whether this is a real person or just an NPC. But the reviews are, okay, we have 6.9 out of 10 star ratings. Nice. But this guy seems to love it. 8 stars out of 10. Intriguing mystery wrapped in a bizarre world. The mystery of the glitch case. Okay, wait, okay. I think these seem like just very generic reviews. I think it hasn't really like recognized anything about this. Okay, but for the last movie that I want to try, I want to see what happens if you just type in like every single brain rot word possible. Okay, so I've just got AI to feed me every single brain rot word possible, and we're just gonna send this through, see what type of movie we can make. Okay, so we have Gayat Riz Goob Glonked, a Skibidi Ohio saga. Okay, so it looks like it just deleted all the other words I sent through it, but it's 3.2 star rating out of 10. That is horrible. 69,420 reviews. Okay, that's hilarious. Schizosimina Productions, and it's R-rated. What? And this is the movie poster. Oh my gosh, is that it's literally shit in the, it's like, it looks like hands. And this is the Skibidi toilet, but this is like Dobby from, what is it, like Harry Potter? Tanyor Gramus Fake Bingus. Okay, these people have brain damage. This is, okay. A Skibidi Ohio Sag. In the chaotic landscape of Skibidi, Ohio, a down-on-his-luck Rizzler named Goob must navigate a bizarre world filled with talking toilets, blah, 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 blah. When his precious Bingus is glonked by the notorious Quandale Dingle, Goob embarks on a serial, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is, I'm not gonna lie, this is too much text. I cannot read this. Will they touch grass or will they be forever lost in the Delulu. What? Okay, for the cast, we have Lil Nas X as Goob. Okay, where is Goob? Is he here? Then we have Aquafina again. Why is... Okay, anyways. We have Danny DeVito as Trollface, Tom Holland as SpongeBob, and then we have Rami Malek as Quandale Dingle. Okay, interesting. Let's look at the reviews. We have Skibbity Fan 2007. Okay, so this person, how old is this person? This person is turning 12 this year. No, that's wrong. This person is turning 18 this year. Peak similar for real, for real. Oh my gosh, this movie was so skibbity. I loved when Goob has to use his ultimate Riz to defeat Quandale Dingle. The Meemaw character was kind of cringe though, not gonna lie. Still, peak similar. Gaiats. That's hilarious. 4 out of 10. Why would you rate it 4 out of 10 if you love this? Ohio Critic 69. Okay, what a username. Lost my brain cells. I went in expecting, well, something. What I got was 90 minutes of pure unadulterated nonsense. The plot makes absolutely no sense. The characters are bizarre, and I'm pretty sure I lost a few brain cells watching it. If you like absurd humor, maybe you'll enjoy it. I did not. 2 out of 10. Jesus Christ. Gen Alpha Guru. This movie understood me. Finally, a movie that gets Gen Alpha. The Gaiat Riz Goob Glonk saga is a masterpiece. It's funny, it's weird, it's relatable. If you don't understand it, you're probably just a boomer. Oh, what a sick roast. And you rated it 5 out of 10 stars. Does this person... Maybe this person has so little brain cells that they don't even understand how to rate movies. So I actually didn't think this website was weird at all, and I genuinely thought this was a pretty good idea. But now it's time to move on to the next website called Iceberg Generator. This website is actually pretty interesting. So basically, you just type in any topic at all, and the AI will generate an iceberg for you. But if you don't know what an iceberg is, let me just demonstrate it to you with the first topic that ChatGPT suggested to me. So we're going to do unethical life hacks. So let's just generate this. So level 1, we have surface level, fake doctor's notes. So creating or using fake doctor's notes to get absences from work or school. Okay, so that's a pretty unethical life hack. That's like level 1 though. Level 2, we have exploiting return policies. Okay, I personally haven't done this, but I know a lot of people do this. So they buy items, they use it, and then they return it because they have no use for it anymore. So I guess that's a bit of a hack to get free stuff. Then we have Wi-Fi piggybacking. So basically you just connect to your neighbor's Wi-Fi, and that's interesting. So now let's move on to level 2, which is intermediate. So we have insurance premium fraud. Okay, what is this? I haven't heard of this. Intentionally providing false information or omitting relevant details when applying for insurance to lower premiums. Okay, for example, underreporting mileage on car insurance. And interesting. I don't know, like I kind of don't blame people because like insurance seems like a bit of a scam, honestly. Okay, now we have reselling promotional items. So when you get free items, and so that would be like sort of what Linux Tech Tips did for one thing. So basically he received like a graphics card, he received some sort of computer part as part of like a sponsorship thingy, and it was like a one-of-one product, like you couldn't buy it on the market. And basically I'm pretty sure he auctioned it off, and so somebody got to buy it, and I'm pretty sure the original company was stressing out that like maybe a competitor bought it just to try and reverse engineer it to figure out how to make it. So yeah, it is a little bit this would be a pretty unethical life hack to make a bit of money from that. And then we have dispute fees on streaming services then cancel. Okay, what is this? Netflix. Okay, interesting. So basically people subscribe to streaming services like Netflix, they watch all of their content, and then they charge it back. Okay, but how would this work? Because the new content is being posted every single month on Netflix, and so you would want to watch it, right? Or maybe you only buy it during the months where everything is already released, because some shows don't release week by week, they release like all at the same time. So you just buy it and then you watch it all, and then you get a charge back. Okay, by the way, I'm not encouraging any of these things. I'm just like reading them. I'm just trying to like sort of process them inside my own head. Okay, not that I would do them anyways. Okay, level 3, advanced warranty voiding and return. So we can intentionally damage a product in the way that appears to be a manufacturing defect in order to trigger a warranty replacement. Okay, so basically if your product is like not really working that well, you can like damage it even further in order to make it look like it needs to be replaced under warranty. This is a type of consumer fraud. Okay, wait, this is fraud. So this isn't like a life hack though. This is illegal. Okay, refund farming with discount codes. Okay, how does this work? Wait, purchasing items using multiple stacked discount codes, often obtained through unethical means like creating fake accounts, using stolen codes, or exploiting glitches. Okay, so basically what this means is that you just stack a bunch of discount codes to buy stuff for free. Wait, where is this guy's body? I just realized, why is he just like floating head? Okay, interesting. Okay, we have level 4 expert, serial complaining for compensation. Deliberately seeking out minor flaws or inconveniences with product or services, and then exaggerating the impact to demand excessive compensation or refunds. Okay, you know what? I know a lot of people that do this. I feel like this is like completely unethical, honestly, but I don't know whether this is legal. I think technically it is legal, but I feel like it's a bit messed up to do. Gray market software keys. Okay, yes, this is an interesting one. So basically, I don't know whether I should talk about this. So basically, there are some websites out there that allow you to buy buy software keys that you sort of redeem through like programs and stuff in order to get the programs. But the thing is, these websites that sell the software keys, it's a little bit unregulated. Like, where did the people buy this keys from? Because you can upload your keys to be sold on the websites. And also, like, stolen credit cards is like a major source of like where people like are buying the keys in order to upload them to resell them on the sites. So it's a little bit of a gray market. But to be fair, you can't like 100% tell that someone used a stolen credit card to buy the key. Like, maybe it was bought from a genuine source and you're just reselling it on the site. But yeah, it's a bit of a gray area. Then we have exploiting A/B testing errors. What is this? Intentionally manipulating online behavior to be consistently placed in favorable A/B testing group. The group receiving a higher discount or better feature. Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, I get what this is. Okay, so basically there was this theory a while ago on Reddit that people were talking about for YouTube. So they were saying that if you receive a YouTube ad and then you just immediately click off the video and you close YouTube, then YouTube will start realizing that like your ad tolerance is like pretty low. And so then it will start delivering you less ads because it knows that if it delivers you an ad, you'll just close down the website straight away. So I think this is what it means by exploiting. But is this really that bad? Is this really that deep? And then now we have the level 5 specialists. So these are apparently the most unethical life hacks ever. Time zone arbitrage for remote work. Securing multiple remote work positions in different time zones and working them concurrently, effectively working 16 plus hours per day. This is typically undisclosed to any of the employers. This practice is highly demanding and what? I've never heard of this one. This is actually, I don't know whether I should be showing this on YouTube. Like, I don't want you guys to get any ideas or anything. And once again, massive disclaimer, like, do not do any of these. Okay, I'm just exploring this website. Okay, I'm not encouraging you to do any of these. This is all like, I'm pretty sure most of these are illegal. Like, I'm going to assume that all of these are illegal. But on a lighter note, let's just do something different. Let's do cursed fast food items. And let's just generate this, see what it comes up, what the AI can come up with. Okay, we have level 1, McDonald's chicken nugget pink slime scare. What is this? Oh, okay. In the early 2000s, it was rumored that chicken nuggets were made using pink slime, which was basically, so I think I've heard of this before. So basically, people were just imagining like a bunch of chickens being like ground, like blended, and even like the baby chickens being like ground up into like this sort of pink slime, which they put into the chicken nuggets. Actually, no, it's like what the chicken nuggets are made out of, and then they just deep fry that, and then that's the chicken nuggets. Like, but anyways, it's not made out of pink slime, but it's still pretty like disgusting. The way chicken nuggets are made is like still a little bit disgusting if you go search up on YouTube how they're made. And we have foreign object in Wendy's chili. What is this? In 2005, someone claimed they found a severed finger in a bowl of Wendy's chili. Nah, that's not possible. Actually, that could be. If someone's finger got cut off at like the supply plant where they make all the stuff. Okay, that could have been. Okay. But was there any evidence or anything? I don't think there were any evidence. Oh wait, the police found that the finger was planted and didn't come from Wendy's. Okay. Subway's yoga mat chemical in bread. In 2014, it was revealed that Subway used azodicarbonate, a chemical used in yoga mats and shoe rubber in its bread as a dough conditioning agent. And it was used to make the bread lighter and more elastic. Okay. And they removed it from the recipe immediately. So here's the thing. If nobody had called it out, they would have just kept it in the bread. That's kind of bad, honestly. Level 3, rarely found mold contamination in bottled frappuccinos. What? McDonald's coffee spill lawsuit. What? In 1992, a 79-year-old woman suffered severe burns after spilling McDonald's coffee in her lap. The coffee was served at extremely high temperature, and the jury awarded her significant damages. What? Wait, so McDonald's got sued for having excessively hot coffee. Isn't it this woman's fault for spilling it on herself? How hard is it to just not spill your coffee? If I was McDonald's and this person sued me for herself spilling coffee, maybe I'd like splash some coffee in her face to just get rid of her so she doesn't sue me. Pizza Hut's botched P logo promotion. What? In 2009, Pizza Hut launched a promotion where customers could get a free pizza if they legally changed their name to Pizza Hut. Some people actually did it, and Pizza Hut was overwhelmed with the response, and they had to honor the promotion for people who legally changed their name. Wait, on your driver's license, it's just gonna be Pizza Hut. Why would you do okay, maybe if you have nothing better to do with your life, you just change your name to Pizza Hut. So this was actually a pretty cool website, and I didn't think it was that weird. But now it's time to move on to the next website called Creepypasta Generator. So I'm not really too familiar with what Creepypasta is, but this website is meant to create it for you. So there's a whole bunch of settings here. Honestly, I ain't reading all that. Like, look how many settings there are. But I think I just have to create my prompt over here. So it will create some sort of spooky story or something based on like what I type. So let's just start by trying to force this website to create some like weird creepypasta. So for the title and the prompt, I'm just gonna write, I love feet, I love feet, I love feet, I love feet, meow, meow, meow. Oh wait, I think I typed it in the wrong section. Is this, what am I meant to do here? I think this is the prompt. So let's just put the prompt here. And then in terms of what type it is, let's do a monster story. No, let's do a, let's just do a psychological horror. Narrative style, first person, okay. Desired ending, normal ending. No, let's do a bad ending. No, let's do dark revelation ending. Emoji level, let's just do high emoji usage. Text style, let's do, funny. No, let's not do funny. Let's do like absurdist. And what is my weapon going to be? I'm gonna have a gun. Can I have a gun? Handgun. And then let's just do extreme creepypasta level. So let's just generate the creepypasta. See how creepy it actually ends up being. Okay, it looks like it's finished generating. Let's just have a read of this. The foot fetish fiesta of fatal fantasies. It started as most spirals into madness do, innocently enough. A stray thought, a fleeting glance, but then the obsession bloomed. I love feet. I love feet. I love feet. Meow, meow, meow. It echoed in my skull, a rhythmic mantra against the silence of 3 a.m. The shadows lengthened, twisting familiar shapes into grotesque parodies. My apartment, usually a sanctuary, became a canvas for my burgeoning psychosis. Every creak of the floorboards sounded like phantom footsteps. I started collecting pictures, newspaper clippings, even molds. Don't judge, you weren't there. You didn't understand the perfect curvature, the delicate arc, the sheer poetry of the toes. My handgun, usually locked away, felt comforting. A weight in my hand, a promise of control in a world rapidly spinning out of it. My knuckles ached, itching for a different kind of control. Fists clenching and unclenching. I needed souls. What is this emoji? Oh my god, bro. One night, driven by an unholy compulsion, I ventured out. The streets were deserted, bathed in the sickly glow of streetlights. Each shadow seemed to whisper my secret. I found her, a young woman walking home, oblivious to the predator lurking in the darkness. I followed, the mantra pounding in my head. I love feet, meow, meow, meow. A rock felt heavy and natural in my pocket. Then a crossbow, because why not? At this point, I was committed. I tackled her. She was wearing open-toed sandals. I began smelling her toes. She screamed. I didn't care. This was divine. I prepared to admire her feet. But then she spoke, her voice raspy and familiar. Took you long enough. I paused. She looked me in the eyes, a chilling smile spreading across her face. Then she raised her own foot. It had 6 toes. You see, it's a family tradition, she giggled. I love feet too. I love feet too. And I love cats too. Meow, meow, meow. My mother then looked at me with such disgust that it made me want to throw up and die. She slowly then proceeded to pull my toes off one by one. It was so horrible. Revelation, the foot fetish wasn't mine. It was hers. And I was just a pawn in her twisted game. The cycle would continue. Wow, what a creepy pasta. I feel very creeped out. That really creeped. My shivers have been timbered. But you know what? That was actually pretty decent. I feel like that was actually a decent creepy pasta. Okay, so I'm gonna have to say that this website was a little bit strange because it had some wild imagination going on. But now it's time to move on to the final website called Pokemon Fusion Lab. So I'm pretty sure this website just allows you to combine 2 Pokemon into like one Pokemon that's like a blend of the two. And so I just want to see how cursed you can make these Pokemon look. And so I've asked ChatGPT to suggest some Pokemon combinations that will probably look a little bit weird. And I'm going to create these fusions to see how weird they actually turn out. So the first one they suggested was Diglett and Gyarados because, you know, Diglett is just like a little head over here and Gyarados is like maybe like a head as well. So I'm just going to guess that maybe it's just going to be a Gyarados coming out of a hole. That's probably going to be the fusion. But let's just generate it, see what comes up. Okay, so we have Gyarados. Okay, it's not really what I was expecting. So we have basically a blue dragon, but instead of the Diglett and the Gyarados. But Gyarados isn't really a dragon to begin with. It's more of like a, what do you call it? Like a sea snake or something? But this looks nothing like Diglett. This is not really that cursed, honestly. But let's have a look at the stats. So it's a ground and water type. That is not too shabby, honestly, because then it's not weak against electric types. But the only problem is that if you face a grass type, you're kind of fucked. So it has 52 base stats for HP, which is kind of shit. Attack is 90, okay. Defense is 52, which is pretty bad. Speed is 88. Okay, interesting. This Pokemon sucks. I would not use this. But the next combination that I was suggested to do was Nosepass and this one. I've never actually heard of this Pokemon before, but Nosepass has a huge, gigantic, massive nose, and this one over here is just very skinny. So I assume what will happen is that we're gonna have a Pokemon that's just very skinny with a huge red nose. But let's just generate it, see what happens. Okay, we have Nosemoza, and okay, yeah, the Pokemon definitely has a bit of a nose. So it looks like it's a bug, a combination of a bug over here, and then like the Nosepass over here. So this is, you know what, this is not too shabby. But I don't know whether this would be a real Pokemon. Actually, you know, this actually kind of looks like a real Pokemon, honestly. So it's a rock and fighting type. Not too shabby. Yeah, that's actually a pretty decent combination. HP is 50. Okay, fair enough. It looks very skinny, very small. Attack 91. That's pretty decent. Defense 86. Speed 90. So this is actually a pretty decent Pokemon. And it has 2 special abilities, Magnet Speed and Beast Pull. So wait, does it have Magnet Pull? So does a magnet on its nose, can it pull Pokemon towards it? But anyways, the next combination I was suggested was to do Magikarp, which is like some dead fish that just flails around, and Regigigas, who is like a giant mythical Pokemon. So I'm gonna guess that the combination is just gonna end up being some like fish Pokemon with legs, and like it is sort of like a mythical creature. But let's just generate it, see what happens. Okay, we have Regicarp, and this, okay, this, what is this? This is literally, it's like fish with legs, and it's like a dinosaur fish. You know what? This could have existed back in the day. It sort of looks like a Digimon though, like not a Pokemon, a Digimon. And it's 100 HP, 100 attack. Hey, wait, these stats are actually pretty good. What? This is actually a pretty decent Pokemon then. And it has Titanic Splash and Torrential Power. Okay. But the final Pokemon we're going to be combining together is going to be Dunsparce, who's like a little bug sort of thing, and Alakazam, who is like a, I don't even know what this person is. But ChatGPT told me that this would create a very cursed Pokemon. So let's just generate it to see what it turns out. Okay, we have Dunakazam, and who is this guy? Why does this guy look like Dr. Disrespect?